information, go to www.theexceptionalconservativeshow.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Exceptional Conservative Show, live from the nation's capital. I'm your host, the Exceptional One, Ken McClinton. Got a great show tonight. We're talking with Denise Lewis of JV's Foundation, jvsfoundation.com, jvsfoundation.com. Please go there and donate. The things that she's doing with the girls and boys, young ladies, young men in Orlando, Florida, is just absolutely brilliant and also soul saving. Ladies and gentlemen, also later on tonight, Rocky D will be joining us for Radio Free Rocky D, RockyD.com, along with, of course, Shades of Humanity host Howie, Comen. Denise, there are so many people around the world who watch this particular program, and they're saying to themselves, oh, okay, you got a couple of, guys, mom and dad or whatever. You got a couple of those. But what was the big story down in Florida today? And why does that make a difference in the area of human trafficking and sex trafficking?
Well, with the story of, those that have been arrested, from the sexploited, the children, it's something that is so huge around.
Mm-hmm.
And because a lot of times we're not really involved or engaging into these types of things, even when you ask to donate, that is something that is so important because you're actually being a part of saving the lives of individuals, such as those that were rescued from these situations, from these parlors, these places that actually look or appear to be something innocent, but is actually destroying the life of a child or someone daughter, someone niece, and you don't know or really get involved until it hit home. And that is something I think it really comes and understand how important this is beforehand. We can take our to in saving the lives and even saving our own lives, even saving the lives of people that are around us, our family, friends, and we don't want that to happen. And here in Orlando, we know that we are number 3 for human trafficking.
Yeah.
And you see that it is growing and growing. And the only reason why we may be listed as number 3, half of them just may have not been caught yet. People are paying for this. And that is something that's
Exactly.
very, very horrific.
Exactly. Earlier this morning, it was released that Patriots owner, that's the New England Patriots owner, Robert Kraft, Super Bowl champion, New England Patriots, was charged in Jupiter, Florida, on 2 counts of soliciting prostitution. And Kraft was charged in connection to a recent investigation in Florida massage parlors that were used for prostitution and human trafficking. Several other massage parlors were raided by police on Tuesday as part of an investigation over the past 6 months. The spa's owner, Wu Zhang, was also among those arrested. Now, a lot of people would say, oops, well, that's the NFL. I don't understand why, if you're so wealthy as he, that you would even go to a strip mall for such activities. But there are those who would say, well, it's the NFL. Come on. How does this hurt at all?
Well, I'll tell you, with it being the NFL, with so many people and fans, it hurts. It not just hurts the people and the families that are there, but someone like you and myself that support these types of things, that support, football, that supports, the games. What are we really buying into?
Mm-hmm.
Are we really buying into these things for someone to go out and destroy a life of our children, of communities? You know, and they said the NFL, how big it is. Okay, it's the NFL, but don't you know the NFL top leader is not doing this by himself?
Mm,
He's using our local people, people in your community, your next door neighbors. He's paying NFL money to distribute or recruit these people, just
mm-hmm,
like the owner of the facilities where these people were held. Do you think he didn't get a big tuck of change?
mm.
He had to receive so much money to keep him wanting to do this over and over and spread it out through cities. Imagine how many cities and parlors or places that they have that has not been, busted.
Yeah,
The NFL is a big time lead or something that we all enjoy watching football. But
exactly.
will we enjoy it knowing where our money be going to something such as this?
Exactly. And that's a very good question. And while he was not part of the actual human trafficking organization, he is a participant of those who are humanly trafficked. He
Absolutely.
is someone who should know better, especially right before the Super Bowl. 116 people were arrested in Atlanta, Georgia, for manipulating teen girls in prostitution. This is something that you should know. And the NFL has had a number of abuse cases and things of that particular nature. But the human trafficking issue is so vital and so very important. There's another issue out there today where R. Kelly was uh, uh, not arraigned yet. I believe he was arraigned later on this afternoon. But there are 10 felony counts against him of sexual abuse to women. And there was a recent um, television special about R. Kelly in which he is accused of running a cult of teen girls. This is not something new, and also the Michael Jackson show is going to come. A movie is going to come up very soon, which speaks of the fact that he manipulated young children, young boys. This is not anything new, but however, whether it's the NFL, whether it's Michael Jackson, whether it's R. Kelly and the music industry, why is it difficult for us to be harsh on individuals in the entertainment industry?
I think the reason why they look at it because so much money. Because
Mm-hmm,
one thing you have to remember, this is what the saying is, and this is true. There are principalities, rulers, and wickedness in high places. You have people that are performing or indulging in wicked things and horrific things that are in high positions, in high places.
mm-hmm,
Money is involved. Whenever you find sex being manipulated, you're going to find money. Wherever you find money, you're going to find drugs. And when you have that as a combination, there's a lot of people that are saying hush hush. They're playing, I didn't hear nothing, I didn't see nothing. Money talks. We hear that saying all the time.
mm-hmm,
But you can go and get someone that's minute, and I'm not going to say minute, but someone that's at the very bottom of the ring that's been hired by someone that's at the very top and give them 15, 20 years. But
mm-hmm,
the person that is still funding the operations are still funding it.
mm-hmm.
How is it? How is it that we are allowing our people, our brothers, our sisters to even get involved? A lot of times we'll see things in our community. We'll see our family members, oh, this look like this is not right, or this look like something, but we say nothing.
Mm-hmm. I want to
We
ask you,
say
Denise.
nothing.
I want to ask you, Denise. Organizations like yours is supposed to be there to do what we don't do. I mean, you're supposed to be the one who's the gatekeeper. You're supposed to stop these little girls and these little boys from going out and being sexually molested and being manipulated and being in the sex trafficking and human trafficking. Why don't you all do more?
Right. We do everything that's within our power to do.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that we can do, but we all know that it takes a village to raise a child. We know that it takes the financial support, just like that organization, just like that, Mr. Kraft, what he did, with providing and the funds that were put into it.
Mm-hmm.
When we ask for donations, you know what happens? You want us to do, you want us to be on the ground and we're there, and you want us to do more. You want us to protect. You want us to serve, and we do. We do as much as we can. But every car needs to be filled to get to the next stop sign, to get to the next level. And that's what donate somewhere to, for taxes. Do you think he's donating to a human trafficking organization? No. So
No.
it's gonna take me and you and everyone else around us to say, hey, Denise, what can we do to help?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then they say a lot of times we look for money, a lot of times but we already know this is what it's gonna take to help do more and build and get more. It takes money for them to keep those parlors running, to keep the lights on. It took them, money to do everything they needed to do to destroy our children's lives. It's going to take the same thing for us to help them, to serve them, and to keep them in, a mental health condition.
You
So that's why when you're asking for donations, it's for the betterment of our people.
so literally, you ain't got no government contract, no government grant. You because when the government give you money, you supposed to just be able to do walk on water at that point. You don't. It's not like you have an open treasury to do this, and a lot of
Right.
people don't understand the sacrifices you make in your personal life. You were here last week, and I didn't get to this, but I want to get to it tonight. Um, the big stories about R. Kelly, the big stories about Robert Kraft, the over 200 persons who were arrested in Florida, the 100 over 100 in Atlanta, the Super Bowl. Human trafficking and sex trafficking is seemingly touching the lives of a whole lot of people. And you're one small organization. I Can you tell people what your average day is like? Just because people believe because you are a minister of God that you just got like you ain't got no issues, no problems, or whatever. You just, like I'm walking on water. Can you tell people what is a day like for Denise Lewis?
An average day for Denise is actually just grinding, putting the footprints in, talking to victims, talking to non-victims, to give them the knowledge and the tools to understand what is out there. My regular day to day is from 7 in the morning to like about 10 at night. I'm coming home from being with a client, from being with someone that's, feeling the need of drugs, or feeling that they need help. And you know who they call? They call Denise. They
Mm-hmm.
don't call 911. They don't call the police. They don't call the hospital. They call Miss Denise. You know why? Because they know that Miss Denise cares. They know that I would. Who is going to come out and assist and say, hey, I care, everything is going to be okay, and stay with me for another hour until the next morning? Nobody that's getting all these billions of government dollars are doing that. So someone like myself, this small organization that cares and feet are really on the ground, we're actually doing this from day to day, night to night. We're actually treading our grounds in our communities. We're doing the work, but we don't have and every time you get, when it comes to grants and it comes to funding, you know
Mm-hmm.
who gets it? The same people. The same people.
same same people
The same people.
who say that they're going to do some stuff and they don't actually do it. You're out there. I mean, and I've spoken with
Putting
you.
that in.
You are. out there at 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. You're talking to these boys and these girls. It takes a whole lot. I mean, it takes uh,
Yes.
to even get them to talk to you, because most of them are trained in a couple of sentences. If you don't look like you getting anything, you need to move on, or help them move on,
Mm-hmm.
because if you don't make your quota, and how much does a kid have to make on the street? We're talking 8 to 12 year old.
$500.
five hundred
Five hundred
dollars a
dollars
night.
a day.
Wow.
A day. Some of us don't make that in a week.
Exactly.
Come
So
on.
this, you're asking this kid to show you trust, and they don't trust the cops. They don't trust the preachers. They don't trust teachers. They don't trust anybody. But you're going out there sacrificing your personal life because
Come on.
you are a beautiful young woman, and you're putting your sacrifice out there. You are also a mother
Come on.
of three
Yes.
children, so they don't know if you will ever come back home after going
Right.
out there ministering. And you talk about 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Then you come back home. You maybe take a nap or two for about an hour or two, and you're right
And back
back on
at
the
it
grind.
again.
Five
Back
thirty,
at it
6 o'clock
again.
in the morning, and
And
yeah.
I want to tell you because we go out into the strip clubs.
Mm-hmm.
We literally have people are the guys that in the strip clubs, paying their money.
Mm-hmm.
They literally was laughing at us.
Wow.
Laughing at us. They said, "Who comes in the strip club to pray for people?" I
Mm.
say, "Well, we do. This people that was sent to do that." So can we please pray? We're not the police. We're not, we just people that want to pray for the girls. Can we just pray with the girls? We ain't trying to get them out of here. We just want to see if they have a need. We have some candy for them. You know what they did? They let us come in there. We pray with all these girls, okay, in the strip clubs. And we let them know we're not here to get in your business. We don't judge you, but we're here to let you know where to go. And don't you know, before we left that strip club, the securities of the strip club, even the owner in the strip club, allowed us to get into a circle and join hands with them and pray with them as well.
Wow.
We sowed a seed. We sowed those
Exactly.
seeds.
Exactly. And it, the devil is a liar. God has a way of you being able to touch the lives of young boys and young girls and bring them home. I want you to stay with me for just a few more moments. We got to go to a quick break, but I want you to stay with me because there is a special woman, special young woman that you brought forward down in Atlanta, forgive me, Orlando, Florida, a few weeks ago when you had Vivica Fox there, you had Bow-Legged Lou, you
Yes.
had all those great people there, but there was a young woman who outshone them, and I want you to tell the whole world about her when we come back. Ladies and gentlemen, the beautiful, the vivacious Denise Lewis, JV's Foundation, JVSFoundation.com, JVSFoundation.com. It's very easy for people to give their money to the strip malls where the spas are, and the children are being, or at least the young teen girls and so on, are being manipulated, and as well boys being manipulated. Here's the heavy lifting. Make a donation to JVS Foundation. Go to jvsfoundation.com. This is the one night I would tell you not to watch any of my commercials. Go there. $1, $10, $100, $1,000, 10,000, whatever you got. Make a donation to jvsfoundation.com. It doesn't take very long to do, and when you do it, not only are you changing the world, but you're helping Denise change that world as well. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, with more of the best. And she has a very, very special message to tell you about her work in Orlando, Florida.